Welcome back, everybody, to the Objective Slant. My name is Michael Aaron Lloyd. We're here once again. It's the month of October. You know, we're all getting set and ready to go for Halloween and stuff like that. Yeah, this weather will probably continue to be this way for a while. I can imagine, you know, it'll probably be like January, February-ish before, you know, it gets real nice and comfortable again. And my favorite season is spring, so you know, I like that 70, 80 degree type weather, so, you know, waiting on out for this. You know, it's going to be a lot of shut yourself inside the house type things, you know, as far as the weather goes. But I think there's really only about 2 or 3 things that I really want to talk about, honestly, because, you know, there's just not a lot that has happened that is circulated in the news. Obviously, you know, we could talk about the NBA, but I've already talked about the NBA the last time that came on, and the season just started a couple days ago. You know, there's all sorts of memes about China, and it's okay, I guess. I mean, I don't really keep up with the whole, you know, it's really early on in the NBA season. I don't really keep up with the NBA right now. You know, my main focus is football, so but let's talk about ice once again. You know, before I got up in here, you know, the whole thing about, you know, the musicians, about 175 of them as of right now. I was reading up on that before I came up in here, and I want to talk about that a little bit. So, you know, ICE, they've been, you know, detaining people, you know, pretty unlawfully, you know, pretty much illegally, you know, all in the name of trying to get illegal immigrants out of the country, you know, that aren't supposed to be here, you know, and whether you agree that it's fair or not, you know, I mean, hey, the ICE people got to do their job too, you know. But yeah, 175 plus musicians. They're just like, okay, we're not gonna do anything about Amazon right now. There was like this Amazon concert or whatever, and or concerts around Amazon, you know, centered around the big company Amazon, obviously, you know, that delivers packages in like a day. But, you know, 175, you know, musicians. I don't know who these musicians are. They could be pretty famous for all I know. All I saw was the 175 number. You know, that's a lot of people that could make a lot of money for Amazon and for themselves, of course. You know, to bring their brand to Amazon, get, you know, their things together, get everything together. Yeah. They're boycotting. They're not going to play music for anybody. They're just gonna, you know, just not do it. Boycott, because ICE continues to do things that, in their mind, and in most people's minds, I can imagine that is kind of unlawful, unfair, and just not just to the, you know, the practices of what you're supposed to be doing, you know, as far as detaining and making sure that illegal immigrants aren't in this country now. Obviously, of course, we've talked about illegal immigrants already on the show, how I feel mostly. There's a path to citizenship that, you know, there's a path that can, you know, really enrich people, you know, really get them moving, you know, really get them on that hopeful trail to where they can provide for their family members for generations to come, you know. But it's really kind of a big deal, but not that big of a deal, so much so that it's, you know, it's kind of a story that just kind of popped up out of nowhere. The whole musicians protesting and boycotting these Amazon concerts is kind of a big story, but not really. So I really don't have much on that. I literally looked it up like about 10-15 minutes before, and it's been in my feed. It's been in my circulation of sources for a couple days now, so I was just like, okay, let's talk about that for a minute. The other thing that I think we really can talk about is Mark Zuckerberg. How about that guy? Yes, we all know him. He owns Facebook, he owns Instagram, he owns WhatsApp. He owns all that stuff. And he's been appearing in front of Congress and stuff like that for some time now. And he just absolutely got grilled the other day by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, obviously a socialist. I believe she's a senator. I don't remember. I can't keep up with everything, but she's been in the news for quite some time now. And of course, once you get her and Mark Zuckerberg together, she just it was just it was crazy, man. You could see the way she was asking questions, the little snippets that I saw from the interview where the way she was asking questions was just like, bam, rapid fire, rapid pace. And Zuckerberg was just sitting there. He looked like a melting ice brick. He was just, he was just there, and the nervousness, you could just feel the nervousness penetrating through your screen. You could feel the anxiety of these questions, going through the screen, and it's crazy, I mean, obviously we got plenty of memes for Zuckerberg and many theories on how, as he's apparently, some people think he's a lizard man, which is quite hilarious. But I don't know. You can't really trust theories, Gotta formulate your own opinion on these things. So, and it mostly centers around privacy concerns and stuff like that, and censoring the right-wingers, the conservatives, the people that are close to moderate but not really, and even the radicals, the radical right-wingers, of course, gotta, it all senses around that. So privacy concerns, obviously, first things first, people, I don't know, it's kind of weird people use Facebook, but then again, they don't use Facebook. Same thing with Instagram, people use it, but I don't really go on it that often, so I wouldn't know. I go on Facebook mostly, and WhatsApp. WhatsApp had encrypted protection, like during texts and chats and stuff like that, encrypted protection. But then there was something about that quite a while back to where Facebook, bought all that and kind of took that away, but then again, at the same time, they didn't. At the very least, from what I can remember. But yeah, privacy concerns are the first thing, obviously keep yourselves protected online, keep your passwords up to date, that's common sense type stuff right there. Keep your passwords up to date, don't be like, hey, let's put my personal information online, like put all that stuff online, make that stuff private, keep that off social media, yeah, I mean, kinda, not my judgment to decide, oh, hey, I can just put, my whole personal information out there, but to put everything out there, I could look like a boss on social media, I can look like wherever I want to be, it's not my call to judge on that, not my call to judge on anybody like that, as far as social media goes. And the other thing is censoring the conservatives, and we'll just keep it at conservatives, because I mean, it's such an umbrella term. It's such a term that could just be rapid fire. It can mean a lot of things, but I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really know if it's really censoring conservatives all that much, as far as Facebook goes. I just don't think so. It's not really relevant. I mean, people should be able to say what they want, even if it's wrong, even if it's bad, even if it's completely racist. But I mean, I haven't really seen it. I've seen maybe a little bit, but not that much. Not that much censoring of conservatives and stuff like that. I haven't seen that all that much, um, definitely there's gonna be a lot of, think pieces that, just are just like, yeah, this is censoring conservatives, this is bad, and all that stuff like that, where it just takes the whole thing completely out of proportion. I don't remember if we talked about this, not like the whole CNN Joker thing, the Joker movie, which unfortunately I haven't seen yet. Sad on me, but the media likes to take things way out of proportion and make something that's not that big of a story into something that grows into this cancer that can't be stopped and that people will talk about for days and days upon end. And people's attention spans are again like a week old, so like like 1 week it'll be this one big story, and then the next it'll be something else that really captivates everyone's attention. So I think we need to keep ourselves protected, and I don't think we need to censor anybody. That's really the two things that I can take away from that. And I'm pretty sure Zuckerberg is going to keep appearing before Congress and stuff like that. As far as talking about Facebook and Instagram and all these privacy concerns and all this other stuff that happens on the social media platforms that he owns, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, all that stuff. But yeah, and finally, we'll just, it's Halloween season, it's spooky season, but once again, and I believe I talked about this last year as well. I can't remember because it was quite. No, it wasn't quite cold last year. I can't remember. It was last year, so I can't remember anything from last year. But last year around the same time, it's October, near Halloween and stuff like that, and you got Christmas stuff already out. It's not. Or I believe it was Thanksgiving. I don't remember, but that doesn't really matter. But I believe that it's Halloween time. Focus on Halloween type stuff. Get all your Halloween, get all your jack-o'-lanterns and skeletons and vampires and werewolves and stuff like that. Get all that stuff out of the way. Keep that stuff up for all of October. You know what I'm saying? And just get that all good and ready. But I've seen at least 2 Christmas commercials already on TV and stuff like that. And it's it really is a mind-numbing experience. It's just like, why? Why? Just why already? Why? It's too early for this. It's not even the end of October yet, and we've already got Santa Claus drinking Smirnoff from the can and stuff like that, or from the vodka bottle and stuff like that, because that was one of the commercials I saw. I don't remember the other one. I don't remember the brand exactly, but I want to say that first one was definitely somebody drinking from a Smirnoff, and they had Christmas decorations all around them and stuff like that, and it was a wild commercial. But yeah, it's just a little bit too early to be thinking about Christmas. Thanksgiving is like right in between, Halloween and Christmas, and nobody's really saying anything about that yet. But I don't know. Halloween is something that some people are just completely religious about, where they're just like Halloween all the time, because it's one of the best holidays out there. It's one of those holidays you can just celebrate and you can feel good about yourself, and just open the goodness in your heart, out there to the world or to your neighborhood or whatever that may be. But yeah, that's all I've pretty much got here. There was, be something else. But I mean, there just hasn't been a lot going on. You know, the impeachment stuff's still going on, and we could spend all day on that, but I'd rather not. You know, it's too much that goes on during that process that really, you know, just kind of snakes away, and it constricts you in the way that you want to tell people about your opinions. In my case, and in other people's cases, you know, they're still like, impeach Donald Trump now. Why hasn't he been impeached yet? You know, but and of course, you know, also the Russia probe, which I believe the Supreme Court is opening back up. You know, the whole thing about that. I mean, it took years, but finally, you know, the whole thing about Hillary Clinton and the email probes, they disappeared from existence, gone, shattered, reduced to ashes. You know, that whole thing, it's done. Nothing happened out of that. Nothing that could, like, result in, like, collusion and stuff like that, you know, and treason and betrayal to our country and stuff like that. But that's gonna do it. You already know who I am. We're signing off. We're gonna get out of this cold air, and, you know, happy Halloween. And we'll see you guys next time with another episode, and maybe a guest or two, who knows. You know, you never know. But I'm Michael Lloyd signing out. Peace, everybody.